Hello. Apple's thinnest laptops, the MacBook Air 15-inch M2 and the MacBook Air 13-inch M2, are very similar in terms of performance, features, and design. However, there are a few key differences between the two models. The 15-inch MacBook Air has a larger display, is slightly heavier and thicker, and has 6 speakers with force-canceling woofers, while the 13-inch MacBook Air has a smaller display, is lighter and thinner, and has 4 speakers. Ultimately, the best MacBook Air for you will depend on your individual needs and preferences. If you need a larger display or better speakers, then the 15-inch MacBook Air is a good option. If you're looking for a more portable laptop, then the 13-inch MacBook Air is a better choice. Display. The 15-inch MacBook Air has a larger display than the 13-inch MacBook Air. The 15-inch display measures 15.3 inches diagonally, while the 13-inch display measures 13.6 inches diagonally. The 15-inch display also has a higher resolution than the 13-inch display. The 15-inch display has a resolution of 2880 by 1864, while the 13-inch display has a resolution of 2560 by 1600. Weight and thickness. The 15-inch MacBook Air is slightly heavier and thicker than the 13-inch MacBook Air. The 15-inch MacBook Air weighs 3.5 pounds, while the 13-inch MacBook Air weighs 2.8 pounds. The 15-inch MacBook Air is also 0.45 inches thick, while the 13-inch MacBook Air is 0.63 inches thick. Processor. Both the 15-inch MacBook Air and the 13-inch MacBook Air are powered by the M2 chip. The M2 chip is Apple's latest chip, and it offers a significant performance boost over the previous generation of chips. The M2 chip is also very efficient, so you can expect long battery life from both laptops. Memory. Both the 15-inch MacBook Air and the 13-inch MacBook Air can be configured with up to 16 GB of memory. This is plenty of memory for most users. However, if you're a power user who needs a lot of memory, you may want to consider the 15-inch MacBook Air. Storage. Both the 15-inch MacBook Air and the 13-inch MacBook Air can be configured with up to 2 TB of storage. This is plenty of storage for most users. However, if you're a photographer or videographer who needs a lot of storage, you may want to consider the 15-inch MacBook Air. Ports. Both the 15-inch MacBook Air and the 13-inch MacBook Air have 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. Thunderbolt 4 is the latest generation of Thunderbolt ports, and it offers a lot of bandwidth. You can use Thunderbolt 4 ports to connect external. Thank you.